stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
That's our own 25-yard line.
Down. Lady. Back to pass. Two times.
On first down, Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Get off the field. Check. Lucky. Raider 9. 45 to Mike. That's it.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Powers through him. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards on the ground. And runs like that with explosiveness, that's what this rookie can bring to the table.
And add to it speed, patience, vision. A rookie has all of that. That's usually a veteran's combo plate. I love this guy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
What now? Lady.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now, 180. Watch the run. 29.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr drops this off to Richard. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Down. 180.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch twins.
Raider 8. Raider 1.
Shotgun now for Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 45, 45. Raider 2.
They'll run with Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
Good stop. Good stop. White.
Check Mike 45.
They go with Jacobs, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check. Brandon. You draw Corporal. Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Jacobs now. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Clock now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Andrew Beck His first NFL reception goes for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down is Carr. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
From midfield, here's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Shrugs off another. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Now, White Monday. 180. Watch the curl.
Here's Jacobs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. as they are now on the board here in the first half. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And an alley to run. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. So now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Now Carr uses the stiff arm. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now, 180.
Mike, 34. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
694. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Carr now over 200 yards already in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 734.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Express.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shoot.
Deuce right, Chief. That's it.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we're good.
Running is Jacobs. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. There's so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
6:37.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Hunter Renfrow with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken very short.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Locke. This is the tight end fan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, over. 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Right here.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be second down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend, when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Sunday, down. 185.
Let's go.
Express.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, what's the ball?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
34.
45's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Let's go. One, Raider one.
Now a carry for Jacobs. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, zoom.
Check mic 45. Check mic 45.
Express.
Check 45's the mic. Check.
Throwing now is Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 44 yards, as they have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This will be fielded at the 8. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
And the Broncos first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 30 on second down, Locke, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
First down, Denver.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Turn 2 soft.
55. He's tired of me.
Get it.
Into the red zone, it's locked. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Raiders take over
Let's go. Let's do it.
at their own 25-yard line.
Now.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. On first down, it's Jacobs. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now. You ready? Purdue.
In your face.
Listen up. Express. Listen up.
Carr now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack on first down, Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
I hope you brought your left.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Express.
51's the mic.
Hey, tight.
On third and long, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Bradley Chubb, his second sack of the night. Here's A.J. Cole now. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Recon, 132 fighter. 26 Alpha.
Rock to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The rookie first-rounder, Jonathan Abram, there to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Now, that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A big spot now for the rookie lock. Here's Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. And this one will be brought back to the 22. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out there? He's got daylight past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Go, go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Williams. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
They run it with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
What now? You ready?
One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hit it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Broncos 1st down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
Coming for you, son.
Block now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Ready up. Hey, wahoo!
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Block now on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Down. 180.